Hello, friends. Oh, and welcome in. Hello. We're just starting. Okay, hold on. I think we'll just see if we're good to go. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Hello. We just started. As the raid came in, I was saying hello to the first time for everyone, but because we got a raid, Bangers and Sash, thank you so much for the raid. I have a short little raid video for you. Enjoy. Hi Raiders, I'm Jet, your fourth favorite streamer. Yeah, fourth. You know, the guy you end up with when your favorites are offline and you misclicked my channel. Before we dive in, Snapsicles, this is a family-friendly stream. Please keep your chats cozy and clean or my mods will be on you like a pack of wild pumas. Looking for a triple threat? Gaming, chatting, and looks? Well, let me tell you why I'm called Triple Jet. When it comes to gaming, we dive into puzzles, indie games, RPGs, and mysteries. But the biggest mystery of all will be why you're still watching. Like to chat? Well, we get so derailed it's like we're a train to nowhere and I'm your conductor. Choo choo. And when it comes to looks, I am like the solar eclipse, best not to look at. Now, if you want a good streamer, follow the creators I just linked in chat. They will obliterate my stream like a snap from Thanos. Mr. Bezos, I don't feel so good. But if you like the wonderfully wrecked vibe of a beat-up pinata, then you're in the right place. The candy's mostly gone, but we can still keep it sweet. So drop a follow and we'll make this siesta fiesta the absolute besta. Got a jet? Daz, welcome in. But everybody, welcome in. Hello, how are you? Earth to Shan recommended you, but I have also seen you in her chat too. Yeah, and YV1, who Shan also knows, has rated you, I believe. So I've popped in there I've popped into your stream through his raids, which I think you were. I don't know if you were building Lego at the time, maybe? Question mark.
Will soon be your favorite.
But Bangers and Sash, thank you so much for the follow, and Soupy Bunny, welcome in. G, hello. Also, let me start from the very beginning.
Favorite
Bear, welcome in, because I literally was just switching over or just saying hello when the raid came in. So Bear, welcome in. How are you? Also, did anyone watch the NASA stream? Did you get your NASA badges? Do you know? I think it's still going. Emmers, welcome in. Hello, how are you? Hannah, how are you, Hannah? Gigi, welcome in. And then Earth to Shan, hello, how are you? Adam B Game, Bangers and Sash. Did I miss anyone? Soupy Bunny, hello. Welcome in, Raiders. How are you? Goodness, it's so early. I know, Daz. So very early. So very early. Daz, welcome in. How are you? Are you making things humid? Let's see. Good morning, lurkies. Back to workies. Welcome, Raiders. Enjoy work. Control's going well. We actually just got to the Foundation DLC yesterday. NASA badges. Yeah, you can see by my name, and Emmers here. You can see I have a little NASA badge now by my name. It's because, are they still live? Also, where's music? They are still live. I think they're going until like 6 more hours or something. But if you watch for an hour, you will get that NASA badge. You will also get, and I don't know if this is temporary, but you also get this NASA Sparkle emote. I think it might not be forever. Because when you click on it, it says limited time emote. But I don't know if that means you acquired it. Because sometimes, they're sometimes there'll be for Christmas or something, you can get some special emotes that are not tied to the hype train, but it's because of blah, 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 blah. So anyway, I think you might be able to get that as well. I just made a midnight snack. What's your midnight snack? Also, Hannah, question, have you fully abandoned Fuse? Are you no more Fuse? Because I was watching your stream the other day. I think you said You've no longer been playing Fuse. Technically way past my bedtime, but just want to say hi, Emmers. I hope you have a great night. Thank you for popping in and saying hello. Hope you have a good night. We'll be extending our live stream coverage tonight to have a little more time. Okay, very cool. That's excellent. When I was watching, they weren't with the crew. It was just the picture of the moon. Or, well, it was a live feed of the moon. So yeah, you just have to watch an hour and you'll get the badge. Lurking at NASA and Jet now. Perfect. Cheese and crackers, because all I have right now. You're working on your night cheese, Shan. Does anybody watch 30 Rock? Also, by the way, Bangers and Sash. Thank you so much for the raid. If you need to, like, lounge, lurk, take care of yourself, do your post-stream care, please go do that. I know what it's like after a stream, so please make sure you take care of yourself. Same thing with your raiders as well. If you're like, I'm tired and I don't want to look at a screen for a bit, that's also fine. I appreciate lurks and lounges and... Wait, you were live for 12 hours? I was about to say, how is it that worked out? That Wivey sometimes raids you, but you're raiding here. That does seem like... I was like trying to piece out how that worked, but... Oh, wait, is it your birthday? Is it your birthday today? Or, well, happy birthday, regardless. I hope you've had a wonderful birthday. It's on Wednesday. Well, I hope you have a happy pre-birthday and that your real birthday is very happy and that you feel celebrated and that it's a wonderful day. Yimit, welcome in. How are you? Shan recently did a 24-hour stream. Everyone's doing multi-hour streams. I mean, I guess a lot of people do multi-hour streams, but I mean, like, major, like, large numbers. Large number streams. I'm just trying to bring all the friends together. That's great. Time zones, I hate time zones, so... At least there's some joy can come out of it. There's so many times where I'm like, oh, I really like, you guys should totally check out this person, and I'm like, I'm the degenerate, so I'm up super late, so it doesn't make sense for any of you all to be watching them. But if it can work, it's great. There's still some people here, for example, that can catch like the last 30 minutes of YV's stream or something, and when they say hello, it's always nice. I'm a night owl, but I'm trying not to be. I basically exist on the Australian time zone. So I'm... I feel very... When I visited, I was like a functional human person. When I went to Australia, I was waking up at like normal times. I should just live in Australia. That's what I've learned. Sassy, welcome in. How are you? But Shan, I am also a major night owl. You're usually still awake when I'm getting up in the morning. Yes. There are many people who are like, who like when I'm modding for YV, there are people who from my community who will be waking up, popping in to say hello, and they're like, I just woke up. And I'm like, I have not been to sleep. You should. I know, Shan, that'd be the dream. That would be absolutely the dream. But yeah, I was like a functional human. I was waking up in the morning, like in like 6, 7 a.m. and being like, beautiful day outside, and would just, be a human. It was very odd. It's very odd for me. But I do love the night. I like being able to look at things and not be like, ooh, the sun's in my eyes. But yes, I'm very much a night owl. I always have to, whenever I meet new people, I have to kind of explain that. Like, if I meet other Australians on Twitch or something, they're like, "Oh, you're American? Why are you up?" And then I'm always like, "Oh yeah, I forget. I have to explain to them that I'm one of those people." I think for me, everything's a bit calmer at night, which improves my productivity a ton. I get that. I do my best work, like, once everything's, like, dark and I'm drawing and stuff. It's just much, I don't know. It's just much better. I'm all right. Managed to get Mr. Panda's car. Oh, that's right. In for an oil change, tire rotation. Instead of waiting around for it to be finished, we walked over to the strip mall for lunch. Wandered for a few more stores. It was so much walking, fresh air that I'm now exhausted. Well, make sure you get some rest over the next couple days, Sassy. Gotta take advantage of your spring break. If things are too chaotic, I struggle. Fair. I've always been a night owl. Like, even when I was little. Always just up at night. Very, very, very night owly. Also, Sassy, make sure if you want that NASA badge, make sure you pull up a tab, watch for an hour. Yeah, I'm a major night owl. I am like most awake at night. Also, like I feel like, I don't know, I perk up and I'm ready to go. In the daytime, it's just like, oh, the sun, it's so hot. I don't know. Have to constantly squint. I'm just built for the night, I think. Bright light, it hurts. Yes. Wait, Hannah Na. Have you forgone Fuse? Also, what do you think of Fuse's mythic skin? People be peopling at the date. True. It's also, I actually, anytime I go to get groceries, I try to aim for it to either be like an hour before closing or an hour after they've opened. So sometimes I'll wake up super early when it's still dark and then, like go, you know, just avoid the people. I promise I'm actually extroverted, but I have my limits. Thanks for letting me know. By the way, there are 98,000 people. Yeah, I saw that. It's kind of wild. I do believe if you miss the NASA badge, there will be at least one more day. April 27th. So if you miss today, April 27th, they have a thing scheduled, though apparently they say it may or may not happen that day. So anyway, so if you want that NASA badge, you get it. Is there also, did they say anything about that emote? No. I really don't know if that emote is limited or not. Oh well. But what else have you guys been up to? I don't know if you saw me say, but there is a No Man's Sky update coming this week. Very excited. They posted an emoji, which is of the arena emoji. I don't know what it means. They posted this emoji. I'll put it in chat. Oh, hold on. It's not letting me. Arena? No? Hold on. Or stadium. Boop. There you go. They posted that For those people who have never played No Man's Sky or don't know how this works, anytime there's an update coming, the lead dev will post a single emoji on his social media. That is somewhat related to the update. So now, then, people have a few days to kind of speculate what it could be. So the speculation has begun. People are like, everything... I've seen ideas from... We're getting... Maybe it's just a multiplayer update. Maybe that's supposed to just symbolize lots of people. Or maybe some people are like, maybe we're getting No Man's Sky FIFA. I did see someone say, maybe it's like Coliseum, Pokemon Coliseum. We're going to be able to have our pets fight, which that seemed like a little bit of a... there was like a couple of leaps of logic, I think, to get to that point. Some people think maybe it's PvP related, like it could be Gladiator, Coliseum. But anyway, we will see. I have no clue. They don't typically give out many hints. Sometimes there's like leaks that happen, but nothing that I've heard, so we shall see. But that should be Wednesday, I think. Yeah, I think the updates usually come out on Wednesday. So, we might... I'm going to try to see if we can finish Control before Wednesday. And then Wednesday we can maybe play some No Man's Sky when the new update drops. I imagine this update's not going to be very big. I don't think it's going to be a large update, like content-wise. So I think we could maybe... And I really don't think they'll do Twitch drops because they did Twitch drops last time. So I think it'll be like maybe a nice little palate cleanser, and then we'll get into Alan Wake 2 by the end of the week. Maybe we do like 2 days of No Man's Sky or something. I really doubt they don't typically do Twitch drops two times in a row. Maybe there's an expedition, but I don't know. We'll see. The last update was kind of small. Oh, the reason why I think this update will be small is because this is actually the 10-year anniversary of No Man's Sky this year. And I feel like they might save a bigger update for, like, closer to their anniversary. Which was... August. So... that's my prediction. I think we'll get an update now. Maybe a small one in the like beginning midsummer. Like another small one, and then big update. That's my guess. But anyway, what have you guys been up to? What else have you been doing? Friends, what have you been playing today? Have you guys just been staring at the moon? It is quite crazy seeing the live stream in space. I think this crew has gone further than any crew has gone before. Madrigal, welcome in. I saw that one of the crew members proposed naming something on the moon after his recently deceased wife, who was also an astronaut or something. It was a very tearful moment. But I'm doing okay, Magical. How are you? Yeah, they named a crater. That's what it was. That's what I thought. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Supposedly, I have a star named after me. I don't know if that's actually true. I once went to like a space center thing, and you could buy these like things where you could like name a star after you or whatever. I don't know if that. I mean, like, how would I know? They're just selling paper, really. Because also they can just point to anything and be like, yeah, it's named after you. And I'd be like, which one? They'd be like, that one. Gestures broadly. Went about 4,000 miles further than anyone before. That is wild. They're like out here doing Star Trek. They're out here being Star Trek, where no man has gone before, right? Something like that. Which is cool. I like space. I like the idea of being in space. I mean, if I could be on like an expanse like starship. I've seen video of their interior, and it seems a bit tight in there. I'm not sure if I'm built for space travel in its current state. It's quite... I'm not a claustrophobic person, but I think I would become one. If I was on like a current... I want to be able to walk around, put on my grav boots, get some coffee in the kitchen, you know. In a little bit, they'll be the first to see an eclipse from the moon. Oh, that's actually very cool. Surely there will be video of that, because that would be cool to see. What if they saw someone just on the moon in the eclipse? Wouldn't that be spoopy? And he's just like, hey, you're blocking my view. It's just one guy. Just one guy is on the moon. This is where I live. You can't get out of here. Let me see. Let me see. Any news going on besides the fact that there's a No Man's Sky update this week that I'm very excited about? I'm not seeing anything. A lot of people are talking about NASA, which is good. I like that. What have you been doing, Madrigal? Are you taking advantage of your spring break? Anything? Working on my new computer. Oh, and working on art in the basement. Oh, very cool. You got a new computer? That's awesome. Are you like building it? Or are you like setting up software? Or what is it that you're working on? Oh, April 10th. That was something I was going to mention. April 10th. There is a level 5 Vision 2026, which is like the company level 5, like a direct sort of. I guess they're talking about things that are happening in 2026. Level 5 is the company that does Leighton, but they also do and are working on Deca Police, and I hope we get some Deca Police news. because I need that game. I want that game. I've been thinking I need to play a detective game soon. As much as I love, like, you know, I love a good action game. I need to solve a mystery. I need some mystery solving in my life. I need a good mystery. I kind of wonder if Mouse PI has some mystery. Nobody's gonna die? Nobody's gonna die? Huh? Who's gonna die? It's good. Wood on the front. I purchased it, but I'm downloading. Ah, very cool. Oh, that's awesome. I hope you enjoy it. I'm then going to paint a sign for my wheelchair that explains why I use it. I'm ambulatory, so folks get confused and I say, yeah. It's none of their business, really. Also, a good way to market it as my wheelchair replaces with rentals. Yeah, that's a good call. Just some classwork. Played some Coral Island. Worked on a resin project. Slept a bit. Oh, that's so cool. That's a wonderful day. Isn't that the name of that detective game I was playing? Oh, Nobody Wants to Die? The one that's like kind of cyberpunk-y, kind of futuristic. Nobody. Whoops. I typed out no Dobby. Nobody Wants to Die. No Dobby wants to die. I can't remember. Did you like it? Did you like it, Bear? Do you remember? I know it was a while back. I saw a game that just got a Steam page called Silly Suspects. That's basically like Guess Who, but a murder mystery. Mostly. Okay. That doesn't sell me on it. If you've ever played Guess Who, you know, like the little thing with the little plastic portraits, and then you like there's a game that I added to my wish list just to keep an eye on it. I don't know if I'm like sold on it yet, the idea. I don't know if it's gonna be too simple. But you can basically play these different murder setups, and there are just all of these suspects running around, and you have to, like, you find the person and you find like a few items tied to the murder, and then you basically have to like question people and figure out who it actually was. And it's like kind of a Guess Who format, which is kind of neat, but again, I'm not fully sold. But you guys can check it out if you want. Silly Suspects. I went to Disney, and the sheer level of anxiety I had seeing their rental wheelchairs looking identical to my... Oh, interesting. Decided I needed to market as mine fairly clearly. Yeah, that's a good call. It's cute. That looks vintage. It's painted with acrylics. Oh, that's so cool. Love that. Let me see. Any other gaming news on here? I don't know if Mouse PI... Let me actually check. Does their Steam page say anything about... I mean, obviously he's a private detective. Join private investigator Jack Pepper on a guns-blazing, jazz-fueled adventure. I don't know how much detectiving we actually do. I'm going to imagine not much. I think it might just be a shooter first. Yeah, I'm going to say it's not really a detective game. What other wish list games do I have? Do we have any mystery games coming out? I just want a good mystery. We'll see. I almost like solving crime as much as I love doing crime, you know? When does Dr. Decker release? That's what I want to know. I cannot wait to play Dr. Decker 2. It's going to be so weird, and I need it in my life. I loved that FMV game so very much. I need it. We do have other FMV games. Maybe we can play one in the meantime one day. I don't know. It's a floral sign that says terminally ill writer, with each of my main contributor organs being very elegantly painted. I asked my friends for a review, and they said it looks more classy than morbid, so I think success. That way I can just point at them. And then I'm going to use washi tape to make the wheelchair look. Ooh, wood. Excited for that too. Oh, that does sound very cool. That sounds great. Jonzo! Jet o'clock! Welcome in, Jonzo. How are you? How's it going? By the way, Jonzo, there is currently, I don't know how you feel about NASA. I don't know how you feel about space, but you can earn a NASA badge by watching an hour of the NASA stream on Twitch. You can see the NASA badge by my name. Just letting people know in the case they miss it. I don't know how many people want to rep NASA, but I figured I'd change my badge for a bit. Maybe return back to Charizard soon. Ooh. What kind of attachments? But Jonzo, hope you're doing well. What have you been up to? Oh! Love NASA, love space. They'll have to wait until your stream ends? Dang! Take that, NASA. There are these like astronauts that have trained forever and are like hurtling through space right now, and Jonzo's like, I couldn't care any less. Oh, umbrella holder, smart. Get dunked on. Oh yeah, you do. And I wasn't sure if it's like, I still don't know if it's like, is this do we keep this forever, or is it like, are they going to take it away from us? Magical. I don't know. NASA Sparkle. Space is cool, but have you ever watched a jet stream? The NASA astronauts are so mad right now. What does... Okay, hold on. Let me check to see this emote. Huh. Oh, that says Prime Gaming. Hold on. Let me look under... Okay, like... This wasn't a hype train emote, right? Okay, no, it might be forever. This one also says limited time only. Yeah, I didn't know there was an emote either, Magical. I was curious because, like, when I highlight... I have an extension that, like, when I highlight over an emote, it makes it bigger. It also gives you, like, information on it, like either the person's channel, the artist, whoever. And so under it, for me, when I look at NASA Sparkle, it says limited time only emote. If it's a hype train emote, it says hype train. If it says whatever. I know sometimes Twitch will give you an emote that, like, you only have for, like, a couple months or something for, like, a special event. But there are some that are, like, not hype train emotes that are technically limited time only because you had a limited time to get them. It looks like NASA Sparkle So also consider that, because my lights twinkle there also says limited time. So maybe we get to keep it forever. I wonder if limited time only means you have a limited time. Yeah. I just didn't know which was which, you know? Here's a hack for if anyone ever has a relative with wheelchair. Buy bike accessories 5 times cheaper. Do the same thing. That's smart. That is smart. John, so I feel like there's something I was gonna tell you, but I have forgotten. Have you watched any more of The Expanse? Very good. Even all the hindsight is 2020 emotes are limited time only, and I still have them. Okay, yeah. I just wasn't sure. I know that there are times where they've like gotten rid of emotes that were like, I don't know if they were like licensed or if they were, you know, I'm not sure, but so I just wasn't sure. But I think you're right that it's just a limited time to get it. I also didn't know, I think because it looks like that's just one of their, like, I looked at NASA's, you can subscribe to NASA. It might be shocking to learn that they are a partnered stream. But it looks like that is just one of their emotes, the NASA Sparkle. They have just like that in their normal set. Did you watch the recent Expanse gameplay trailer? I did. There are actually 2 emotes. There are that are drops. What? I think I only got 1. Let me check Twitch drops. Or if I don't know if it lists it there. I did. I think it looks. I'm gonna sneak. Excuse me. I think it looks really good. There are some things that I was like, it looks a little like there were some animations that I thought looked a little stiff. But they did announce that the game is, oh, the NASA logo and the, oh, okay, yeah. So the NASA logo is the badge. It's like I have it by my name. Boop. And then you get the emote. To finish my thought, I thought some of the animations were a bit stiff. At times. And some of the voice acting was like, some of it, by like some of the people, I thought, I was like, that felt like a weird, read. It feels kind of, emotionless maybe. But, they did announce that the game is coming out in a year. I know I wasn't the only one who like mentioned those things. So like they have, part of me is like they have plenty of time to like work on that. And we're probably seeing really early versions of things. And I mean, what we saw generally looks very polished and looks really good. There were just a few things where like, as some characters moved, I was like, that seemed kind of odd. Plenty of time. That's kind of my thought. I was both like, I'm sad that it's 2027 that the game is coming out, but also that gives them plenty of time to work on it. Aren't they also they're doing a playtest, which I think is very smart. Even though it's like a single player game, they're doing like a alpha thing, which I think is also, again, very smart. I think even though it's a single player game, I think more studios, especially if they're doing something that maybe they haven't done before, or, really want to polish, putting out like an alpha or something, so that way they can actually get feedback and like work on it. And the fact that, again, they almost have like a full year. I think it's like supposed to be spring of next year. Means that if they do it, they will have a lot of time to, like, you know, look at feedback and whatever. I have hope, because I feel like a lot of games that do have alphas, sometimes they do the alpha like a couple months before launch, and it's like, okay, there's no time to like fix anything. Or like if there's a major problem, there's not time to fix it. I'm sure they can tweak some bugs and stuff, but I wish the badge showed up a bit better. Even on browser, it's a little hard. Yeah, you kind of have to know it's the NASA logo. Or it is, right? Yeah. Or is that the Artemis logo? What is the Artemis logo? No, it's definitely not the Artemis 2 logo. I wasn't sure. The Artemis 2 badge looks pretty dope. I'm going to be honest with you. It looks very Expanse. Let me show you. I think it's cool. This would be a cool badge to have. Look at that. Look at that. I wonder how the Earth, like, if you buy the badge, I wonder how the Earth turns out. Like, there's a lot of detail there. With, like, the swirly clouds and stuff. I wonder how that detail works. And here's a fun little fact about this logo that's kind of neat. I was reading about this. So, it's the Artemis 2. The lettering here... Hold on. So Artemis 2, it's a part of the intention of the design is for this to look like the word all, to signify unity, which I think is a cool detail that they did that. Apparently it's reversible. Oh, that's neat. I wonder what's on the other side. There's something else I was gonna look at. I love space stuff. I think space is cool. I kind of wish when I was in Brisbane I'd gone to the planetarium, but I did not. It was kind of further from where I was. So I feel like a ride out there would have been expensive to get like an Uber. The patch has a backside which has the Earth in the front. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's a good idea. And then like the moon in the back. That's cool. Oh, also, what's kind of neat, so, obviously, it's Artemis 2. It's called Artemis. When they were doing the launch, they had a plush of Artemis from Sailor Moon there, and one of the workers had a Sailor Moon lanyard for his like name tag and stuff, which I thought was fun. But anyway, because that cat's name is Artemis. There's another cat named Luna, but I just thought that was neat. When I saw that, I was like, oh, how fun. I'm glad they're having fun. It would be neat to watch a launch. I'm sure it's very like, I don't know, exciting to be a part of something like that. Oh, so they flipped it now because they're on the way back. Oh, that's so cool. How does it attach to their, how do they attach it? If it's like double-sided. Because it's not Velcro, is it? Velcro? Really? Interesting. I'm curious. I wonder how much a badge is. Artemis 2 badge. Patch is what I mean. Oh. Wait a minute. Is this official? Where am I? How do I know? Is shopnasa.com the official NASA store? I don't know. I can't tell. Aw, there's an Artemis keychain that has Snoopy on it for some reason. I don't know. I don't know if this is... I'm kind of doubting this is the real NASA store. I mean, maybe it is. I'll just go to NASA. Surely they just have a shop. Well, their website doesn't. I remember as a kid, I don't know if they still do this. You can just I remember I sent a letter to NASA and was like, "Dear NASA, I like space. Can you send me some pictures of space?" And they sent me for free. They sent me just some nice prints of planets and stuff. I think I put them in a little binder or something. I don't have them anymore. One of the streamers I mod for briefly worked with a person who streamed and covered the launches, and they did all kinds of space chats and analysis. Oh, that's so cool. That's very cool. That's a fun bit of knowledge to have. That's something they did that. Yeah, I wonder if they still do. I feel like now, it makes less sense because you could just look up pictures of space on the internet, which I mean, I think you could then, but it makes more sense to be like, can you send me some prints? I think now you'd get some customer service rep who's like, here's our shop, you can buy them, or just Google them, I guess. I don't know. I'm not your dad. Thank you. I've had this one for a while. I just haven't worn it. Let's see, what else before we get into the game? And get into the DLC a bit more. Yeah, I really don't. I should wear it more. Let me see. Any other news? Oh, I was gonna say, so we raided out yesterday. Rare for us. And I raided somebody that I just recently found, but while we were chatting, I learned, and I feel like this is special. I feel like maybe Bear will be the only one who kind of cares about this, because maybe Emmett. but only approximately, I think. But we were talking. He plays a lot of MMOs, and we started talking about MMOs. And I mentioned one. I was like, I mentioned City of Heroes, which I don't know if you guys ever heard of that MMO, but anyway, I was like, oh, I recently heard somebody say that City of Heroes got brought back in like a private server form, and I thought it'd be fun to give it a try or whatever. Anyway, and he was like, oh yeah, I was watching someone play it. Turns out it's the same person, which is a streamer named Octopimp. But I was like, oh yeah, I was like, it's this guy named Octo. And he was like, oh yeah, I think that's who I was watching. Turns out that the streamer watches Dex Bonus and Jesse Cox and Krendor and all that, which I bring up Dex Bonus all the time, and I feel like every time I do, it's mostly crickets. I know Bear watches Jesse Cox, or has, and watches Geek Enders, which is Dex Bonus and Jesse Cox, and sometimes Krendor or other guests. But I feel like even though they're very large streamers, I feel like every time I mention them, it's like nobody knows who I'm talking about, and that just shows how large the internet is, I guess. Where I'm sure there are plenty of streamers that are very large that you guys would mention that I'd be like, I have no idea who that is. But I just felt, I was like, I feel shocked to find another person who like knows those streamers. I feel like it's very rare, or I don't know. I feel like most of the time I'll mention one of them and people be like, I've heard of them, but like I don't really know them or watch them or anything. But he like met some of them. He went to like a con and even met some of them. So I was just like, what are the chances? Well, yeah, I guess like what are the chances? I mean, maybe the chances are high because we're both streamers and they're streamers. But anyway, he seemed really nice. Yeah, he does seem really nice. For the few streams that I've been there, I've been like, oh, this guy seems really cool. So maybe we'll be back there one day. I'm back. Welcome back, Bear. I actually just mentioned you. I don't know if you heard. I was saying that the guy we raided yesterday, I found out that I swear I did. I mentioned that he, is a fan of Dex Bonus, Jesse Cox, Krendor, and all of them. Like, that whole group. And I was like, there's dozens of us. I was so surprised to learn that because I feel like, well, no, I didn't know that before. But I was like, I feel like it's so rare. I think like you're the only person here that I know somewhat actively will watch any of their content. Is it because we're old? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think it's just like they're kind of like a I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain. I think Dex Bonus is niche at times because of the game she plays. I feel like her view count has gone up recently. I feel like I remember Jesse and Dex Bonus from long ago. Yeah. Well, and I will say he mentioned that he listened to the Co-optional podcast, which that's definitely like of a different era. That's, you know, Total Biscuit and all of them. That's like of a different era of YouTube and podcasts and whatever. Oh, and he met them. He said that he met Jesse Cox and Krendor at a con. And so I was like, what? I was like, this is crazy. Anyway. But yeah, it's definitely a different time of content creation in YouTube, and Dex bonus, like, because I told him that Dodger, watching her is what inspired me to stream, because, you know, she played a lot of indie games and stuff, and I was like, well, those are and puzzle games, and I was like, those are the games that I would want to play. Amy, welcome in. So I just got the McDonald's K-pop bundle. Oh goodness. What is it good? Is it any different? Or are there just like K-pop Demon Hunter toys or something? Amy, how are you? What was I gonna say? Oh, yeah, I think like Dodger's content, I think, can be kind of niche in that way. That, like, not everyone is looking for indie games, and she does play a lot of indie games, or she plays a lot of puzzles and mystery games and that kind of stuff, and that's not necessarily like the like, and she's a variety streamer, which again is already difficult. She does have in her favor that she's very funny and like entertaining, and she tells good stories and stuff, so like people are gonna stick around for that. But she's also kind of like, even she's a bit of a gremlin sometimes. Like, she can be a bit of a chaotic, like, you know, whatever. She's not the most like, she can also like just relax and kind of talk, and like the structure of my stream is because of her streams, because I really like that. She's sort of changed it now, but it used to be always like she would chat for about an hour and then she would get into the game, and that's, so I was like, I'm gonna do the same thing. But, well, it's French fries with a ramen seasoning. Oh, interesting. How is it? Even though I've been on Twitch for quite a while, I've rarely watched people that have more than 5,000 followers. There are a few here and there, but I never really ended up on the bigger side of Twitch. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of the same. I feel like, I mean, maybe not follower, but like, definitely as the viewer count goes up for somebody, I tend to watch them less, or I'm sort of like, well, I could just watch a VOD or something. It kind of depends on how many people are chatting, and if I feel like, if I say something, will they even see it? Like that kind of thing. I'll catch some of her streams live. I don't typically chat in them. But I feel like I don't need to necessarily. I think part of that is because I started watching her content as YouTube stuff, and so I'm sort of used to watching her and not chatting, if that makes sense. But I kind of get that. Yeah, I'm sort of a similar way, I think. The ramen fries are a lot. I feel like the default small fries is too little for the seasoning, but it does taste like ramen. It's just too much. The monster sauce is more like an eggier mayo, which I actually like, and the hunter sauce is kind of like sweet and sour. There's a bit of spicy and almost syrupy. Not a fan. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I could see, like, ramen packets are basically, it's just flavoring and seasoning. So, like, I could imagine putting that on potatoes. Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe put the ramen seasoning on the fries, then dip that in a cone. That's probably way too much. But yeah, I'm kind of the same magical a bit. I definitely do not understand when people watch like the huge creators, like like the ones that are like the top 0.1% of Twitch, that their chat is just flying. I don't understand why you chat in those streams, because what's the point? Is sort of my thing. I don't get it. I don't understand. Dex bonus, at least, like, her chat is moving, and she'll have several hundred people watching her. But the chat isn't, like, too fast. Jet was the third streamer I ever watched on Twitch. Sassy, what? I don't know if I remember. What got you started? Like, was it just the pandemic? Like, what brought you to Twitch? The fries are hurting me. No bueno. What did you get as the, like, toy? Isn't it like a card or something? Like a playing card? Or like a collectible card? But yeah, even sometimes, I mean, I don't know. Isn't there, like, aren't you supposed to get, like, a thing? It's like a Happy Meal, isn't it? K-pop, Demon Hunters, McDonald's. Yeah, you're supposed to get a collectible photo card. Each meal comes with a collectible card pack, 1 of 5 for Huntrix, 1 of 7 for Saja Boys, and a chance for a rare Ruginu card. Cool, didn't get it. Unbelievable. Maybe they've just run out of supplies or something. I was watching a YouTuber who mentioned streaming on Twitch in one of his videos. I managed to catch one of his streams. He raided into War. He raided into you. That's so wild. Well, I'm glad you found your way here. I take back my 5 stars from that delivery driver. You better. Approaching my 100-month sub anniversary with the very first streamer I watched. Oh, that's so cool. That's awesome. And you haven't been able to get rid of me since. Well, we wouldn't want to get rid of you. What was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. A lot of times, even when people, like, get quite bigger, I find myself, like, sliding off of the train. I don't know why that is. I do know that's kind of common for people once they reach partner. There's, like, a lot of people that kind of fall off, but yeah, I don't know. I think you're the 3rd streamer that I've ever subbed to. Really, Bear? I didn't know that. I feel like you've been around Twitch for a while. But yeah, so I sometimes pop into Dex Bonus's stream. I typically watch her. If I pop into her stream, it's her Sunday stream, which is the only stream currently that she does where her camera is on. Otherwise, she has switched to doing VTubing. And I don't typically watch VTubers. Just a personal preference. I don't mind them, but I would rather see the person, I think. I find that more entertaining. So I don't I will still sometimes pop into her weekday streams. More so if she's playing a game, because I think we have a lot of similar game tastes. And so I'll sometimes watch a game that she's playing to be like, is this something that I'd want to play? So that's kind of, but I don't really chat very much. I made my Twitch for one person. As of now, they don't stream too often. No, that's sad. I hate when there's someone that, especially if you like their stream and they no longer stream. It makes me sad. Makes me sad. I wish Pucks would stream again. I miss him. I sometimes watch Dex Bonus's husband strippin'. I'll watch his stream occasionally. He has like a way different taste of games. But he's very funny, so sometimes I'll like just take a peek. He also plays a lot of like the newer sort of like trendier games, so sometimes I like want to see what it is. He's having an identity crisis? In what way? I always hear stories from Dex Bonus's perspective, which is it's always very funny. I also love when there's like something happens on his stream. She doesn't hear about it until her stream, and she's like, I'm gonna have to talk to him about that. Or I'm gonna ask him about it. Like, actually, speaking of ramen, on Geekenders, on the podcast, Krendor told her, did you hear that your husband, Strippin, put coffee in his ramen? And she was like, no, he didn't do that. And he was like, no, he did. We were playing a game with him, and he said that he put coffee in his ramen because he didn't have enough broth. And she was like, I do not believe that's true. He was definitely just winding you guys up. 100% I don't believe it. And later, like the next week on one of her streams, someone asked her, did you ever find out if he put coffee in his ramen? And she was like, I did. And yes, he did. And I don't know. She was like, I don't know if I can look at you the same. He said that he didn't. He said that the ramen got cold, the coffee was hot, and it needed more broth. And so he put like a little bit of coffee in his ramen to like even it out. And she was like, I can't believe this. The irony of this, you are the fourth person I ever subbed to, but you're definitely become my favorite. I'm your fourth favorite, Magical. But he's having trouble finding motivation to stream. He swapped to trying to make YouTube videos more often since his YouTube has much more people. This year he's been working on his bucket list of gaming. If he doesn't finish it by the end of the year, he has to do something. Oh, that's very fun. I'm sure that happens, especially when you're like you know, up there. Because I know he plays also like he from what I know, like from what I gather, he also like will get just absolutely obsessed with a game and play it to death. And like when it comes out, and then he moves on to something else. Which I feel like would be difficult to do as a streamer. Like if you, you know, like I could imagine getting burnt out on that. And then if you like, you know, because I think sometimes he has a tendency to also do like really long streams. And so if you like absolutely mob a game when it comes out and play all of the content, you have to then move to something else. You have to like find something else to do and basically take up that time. I know he's like really big into Monster Hunter, and I think he plays a lot of Souls-likes a bit, and so, like he likes those kind of more challengey type games. He likes playing games with other people. So I feel like if you do that, though, it's probably easier to get burnt out or not know what to do. It's not what the Twitch recap said last year. I guarantee you'll be my number one by a wide margin again this year. I've been on Twitch far more this year than in the past, and it's always every year. Well, I appreciate it, Magical. Thank you for being here. He had a subathon that was going on for a while to help fund his wedding. I remember that. I think that might have burnt him out a little bit. He streamed for a month and a half before he had to put limiters on it. Well, their wedding was a while back. But maybe it was something else if it was more recent. Because they got married quite a few years ago. They moved like 3 years ago from the U.S. to England. That was probably a big subathon thing. He also did I know he did a subathon recently to fix their boiler. So maybe that was partially it. I feel like they have like also a weird schedule. And they've really had to work on their like streaming schedule because they have for those that know, we're talking about Dex Bonus, aka Dodger, and her husband Strippin, who are both streamers. They have a daughter. And so obviously they can't stream at the same time because someone needs to take care of their kid. So they kind of have like opposite schedules, which I think works for them anyways, because I think Strippin is also like a night owl. So he streams at night and it will be with, there's like while Dodger is streaming, their daughter is with Strippin, while Strippin is streaming. Well, when Strippin is streaming, I think they're sleeping typically. But anyway, they've like had to figure out like, you know, a whole schedule thing, and I'm sure that their daughter's in school now, or has been in school for a bit, so like I'm sure getting that all scheduled and stuff is like, you know, difficult. But yeah, they moved to like a farm. So they live on a farm with animals. Seems pretty cool. We are gonna have to run ads here in a moment, and then we can get into the foundation, or more into the foundation. I kind of want to try to finish the foundation DLC today. Can I do it? You got it. Nice. Look at it. Look at that. I do like the colors of that badge. I think it looks cool. Not really. We did like on how long to beat. It said it's about 4 hours. We did at least an hour of it yesterday. There's like 4 main things you have to do. You have to find these 4 keys. We found the first key. There's like 2 side missions that are kind of big, or like that are like technically side missions, I guess. But there's one side mission that is not listed that I really want to do. And that's like, I want to do that before we get into the Alan Wake thing. But it involves the little cat that we saw yesterday. I really want to do that. So I think we can get it. I think we can at least finish. My hope would be finish Foundation today, do the entire Alan Wake DLC tomorrow. Then there's probably the No Man's Sky update on Wednesday. I don't think it's going to be a big update, so maybe we just do No Man's Sky Wednesday, Thursday, and then Alan Wake 2 on Friday, something like that. I have to get my phone some time to charge. I'll still be here, but I got to turn it off so it'll charge. No problem, Bear. Please go charge your phone. We are going to run ads right meow, and then we'll get into the game. So if you need a stand-up stretch, grab a snack, grab a drink, etc., now is a perfect time to do so. And then we will BRB.
This is your time, Jetpack Gang. Stand up, move around, grab a snack, hydrate. The stream will resume in just a few minutes.
And welcome in, everybody. Welcome back. I hope you're ready for some more Control 2. I will say, unfortunately, we've lost some frames. It's still not too crazy. We have not lost... We're still under 1,000. But we've lost more than yesterday. But hopefully things, you know... stick around. Okay, we need to find the warehouse path. So apparently this way. For those that don't know or weren't watching, we are currently under the oldest house. This was like, this thing is called the Nail, and it's broken. And it seems as though if we don't fix it, basically the entire oldest house, which is the name of like the office building, is going to just like cave in on itself. But apparently this was like sealed away long ago. There's not really much record of it. There are like, there were workers who got trapped down here. And so we're kind of getting some history as well as, yeah, and there's, of course, there's people to fight. Classic. Let's see. Okay, that does not quite look where we need to go. Am I going up? I think I'm going up. But to where? There? Okay. That's the wrong button. Oh, I can just reach here. Alright. We're seeing Marshall. Nice productive ad break. What'd you do? I remember there was like one area where there was like a hidden chest, I think, somewhere down here. Hello? I'm gonna bet there are gonna be bad people here. Seems like a big enough area. Maybe not. I guess they probably would have attacked by now.
Power core must open the door.
Oh.
How do I reach it?
Neato. Surely there's something else down here. No? Put the laundry in the washer and put the last couple of dishes in the dishwasher and start that too. Ooh, that is productive. We love that. Way to go. Complete the ritual in the warehouse.
Send a ranger out.
Director's orders.
Oh, that's right. Zombo, welcome in. How are you? In other news, the cake is still alive. How have you been?
It's an honor, Director.
By the way, yeah, so in this DLC, you can get, like, people to help you. It feels like I feel a little bad because they do die. And it's like, I don't know. I did the same thing during the break. Look at you all. Kind of slack. I normally do those things on Sundays. It's okay. I remember this area. There are so many baddies. Yeah. 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 I think we're gonna have to get higher. Or we can read some stuff. History of the oldest house. The oldest house has revealed much to me during my months in the Foundation, but many questions remain. Primarily, the tree etchings bewilder me. What is their significance? If the house has changed shape over its lifetime, as I've theorized, then was the tree its first form? I sent a team to the Schwartzman building in search of pre-settlement accounts of Manhattan Island. From those, I discovered a single relevant line. And there I found a tree not known to me, the devil twisted within its bark. That line, taken with the fact that certain American cultures believe some trees would offer wisdom and guidance, is indeed interesting. However, it's hardly firm evidence, and though I am now bound to the oldest house, I remain a man of science. Of course, there are numerous ancient beliefs regarding trees. Yggdrasil, I think that's how you say that. That's used in so many games and anime, and I feel like I never know. I think it's Yggdrasil. The Tree of Knowledge. Yax Imix Che. Some cultures offered blood sacrifices to trees, while others claimed trees endowed chosen individuals with inhuman powers. Do New York City's many murders act as a sacrifice for the oldest house? Does the house have a chosen champion? Is it me? I have 5 more Saturdays this week. Today is my last Saturday this week. I go back Wednesday. No! Sag. Oh, that was Theodore Ashe. So, he was the first director to find the gun. Or the first, like, director. Okay, there's a thing here. There's a thing here. We might have to come back to this if I can't remember how to do it. But there is a thing. Maybe it's in here. I'm good. Play more Expedition 33. Oh, so fun. For my first Video Game Plus, second 100%. And what's proving to be a photo mode only playthrough. Oh, love it. Currently in the midst of one of my favorite boss fights they're in and customizing quite a few photos in between fighting. Oh, that sounds so much fun. I love a good photo mode. Have you been enjoying it? We've been good. We are currently in the middle of our Remedy playthrough. So we did Alan Wake, Quantum Break. We're now in Control. We're in the DLCs. After this, we'll likely move on to Alan Wake 2. There might just be a couple of streams in between of something else. Yeah, so we're like steadily making through our way. I love Control. This is my 3rd time playing it. This is the only one of those games that I've played before. And I'm here for it. I love me Control. This is only my 2nd time playing through the DLCs though. On the pyramid and geometry. I'm going through my library, researching pyramids and triangles. If that shape does relate to the board, as Northmore says, then perhaps our predecessors in the occult can offer some insight through their geometric knowledge. An esotericism? The triangle is closely associated with the Holy Trinity and other three-part concepts, past, present, future, mind, body, spirit. Interestingly, the term board also implies multiple parts. Upright triangles in Judeo-Christian imagery indicate ascent into the rational divine realm. Inverted, it signifies a descent into the corporeal human. Naturally, the ascent is masculine and the fall is feminine, Adam and Eve. That's just a bit of old world patriarchy. It's 1964 now, and we're all well past that silliness. Considering the above, what does the inverted triangle tell us about the board? They're clearly not corporeal or human. Perhaps they wish to be, or they once were. The likeliest answer is simply that theological imagery cannot help us define alien entities. But still, the pyramid seems significant. Shapes have power, and clearly so does the board. That's one thing I miss about NC. We always had the whole week off for spring break. Not here in Pennsylvania, though. That's so sad. Magical. I'm going to need a replay control probably right before getting to the sequel whenever that releases. Yeah. Apparently, Alan Wake 2 is going to deal a lot with Control 2 as well, which is why I'm also excited to play it. But yeah, that's kind of why we're doing this all in prep of Control 2, because I cannot wait. I am very, very excited for that game.
Is this a Bureau ID badge? Looks so old. Hope will definitely want to see this.
Playing card? Monday? 10. Let's see. Okay, there's definitely something... Wait, where was the room with... Is it this one? Yeah. We might have to so this I think has to do with the cat mission. Are there any other like water things here? We'll just have to follow a guide. Okay. We're at the warehouse. Complete the ritual. Oh, is there a... Did we get this already? We did. Okay. Also... we need one corrupted sample. Maybe...
Weird place to leave an ID card, but okay.
Where does that take us? Oh, that takes us all the way back. Alright. I think we need to get into here somehow. Oh, done. We did it. We got into here.
28 days now spent inside what we're calling the oldest house. Northmore insists on the name. I'm too tired to ask why. I'm not sleeping well. Per orders, me and my research team have established a permanent examination lab in the Foundation. I basically live down here now, like the obedient head of research Father raised me to be. I spend my days investigating that odd pillar where Northmore found the handgun. The work was half-hearted at first, I admit. But then I discovered numerous non-Aristotelian energy channels converging at its base. Ley lines, dragon roads, Hyligalinian, call them what you want. But this pillar is the crossroads. I started building something. Equal parts talisman and technology. An array that can impose order on the ley junctions. That's the idea, at least. We'll see when I'm done. I prefer to work away from the pillar. I'm not the only one who feels like that thing has eyes.
Creepy. Hey, you coming with me? You coming with me, guy? No? Okay, bye-bye. Well. Are we here? Then up we go. Bye-bye! On the invention of the power core. After numerous attempts, I finally found a way to intercept and contain the ambient energy of the ley lines in a kind of he just said this, Aristotelian battery. Not even sure what that means. I've dubbed the power core. I admit it was difficult capturing an energy I can barely measure, much less interact with. Luckily, it seems that the porous stone of the Foundation's caverns possesses such conductive qualities. Using stone flakes and copper wire, my power cores collect significant power. My early prototypes collected too much, in fact, but I've since reinforced the container. We don't yet know the repercussions of tapping into this power field. As a precaution, these devices should not be taken outside the house. Ideally, the Bureau should no longer need to rely on typical energy sources. It's my greatest feat of engineering yet. I've always had an interest in invention. I like the creativity that it allowed, set within the firm boundaries of logic and physics. Father never approved, calling it mundane science. With that in mind, I dedicate this invention to Theodore Ashe Sr. May he scowl in peace. I'm gonna bring this one with me. If I recall, hold on. Is there like... For some reason, I feel like I remember there being one that you have to, like... Like, you have to throw it mid... the thing, but I could be wrong. Seems quite dark in here. Yay! Spin rate, fire boost. Let's see. I will say that New Game Plus posts being able to beat Simon in terms of builds and levels can be tricky at times using times 20 health bar multiplier to make sure I don't one-shot most things, but I'm in the end game content, and boss fights can last a long time. Also, when I faced Clea, it also fixed how much she heals by making for... Yeesh, that's wild. That sounds so difficult. Yeah, we need to go back and finish that. And Phony, welcome in. I'm Lurky Worky Mode, but wishing you an awesome stream today. Phony, thank you for coming in. Thank you for saying hello.
Entry day
I hope you have a wonderful day.
51.
Time at work. Oops.
Entry day plus 51. Northmore has ordered an all-hands search for objects similar to the service weapon. He claims there are more in the house, though I don't see how he's so certain. He's been strange lately, talking about joining greater causes, and frequently mentioning a pyramid. After pressing him, he finally described this pyramid to me. Inverted, black, mathematically perfect. Oddly enough, Adam and the other id have shown me numerous inverted triangles painted on the cave walls. Surely there's a connection, but I don't see it yet. As far as occult symbols go, triangles are by no means rare. Flood, Levi, Kroll, they used that shape like it was going out of fashion. Standing on their base, triangles signify stability and strength. Inverted on their points, they represent conflict and stagnation. Of course, the orientation is just a matter of perspective. Looking at the pyramid from below gives you one, from above another. Northmore says he looks up at the inverted pyramid. I have to wonder, is anyone standing over it, looking down?
Very interesting.
Northmore has ordered an all-hands search for objects similar to the service weapon. He claims there are more in the house. Though I don't see how.
Can go there. Do I need to take this battery with me? We'll leave it there. A different kind of control point? It looks like... I wonder how you get in there. You know what I also slacked on that I normally do on Sundays? Meal prep. I need to figure out dinner at some point. Smart. Good call. Good thing you remembered. There's something that like loops back around to it. What do you think you're gonna do for dinner? Uh-oh. How about you be my friend? He must be considered like a large animal. Ow! Hey, that is just... You're my friend now. You will help me. Now you're my friend. Let's see. Let's make some space. hiding? Mr. Payne and I were discussing... Oh, let's see. But most things, it's definitely much better to take longer due to it, as it wouldn't be satisfying to one-shot. Yeah, totally. There's even some degree of endgame content that the longer it takes, the more satisfying it feels. So good. You currently have about 1.5 gigs of screenshots. Incredible. I love that. I like taking pictures in games. Mr. Pan and I were discussing seeing Project Hail Mary tomorrow, but trying to time it around my eye appointment, and there is a disclaimer at the top of the website that says movies start 25-30 minutes after showtime, which means I still can't go to the movies, but also why give a showtime if the movie doesn't start for 30 minutes? Wait, so if there's just like, it's because it starts so late that you're not going to be able to make it to both your appointment and that? Is that the reasoning? Like, you can't find one that finishes in time. That's lame.
Worst I've ever seen is take the nail. End of the world.
So I can't let the hiss take the nail. Not a problem. I know how to handle them.
Because the start time is the trailer and add start times of the actual movie. Yeah, that's so dumb. 2.5-hour movie with the 30 minutes of ads. I'd be too late for my appointment, and it's the earliest showing that. What? Dang, are there any other theaters near you that have like an earlier time or? Meteor Hill, AWE3. Per archival mandates 8A, this document has been edited to meet current administrative standards. Certain terminology may be out of date. The retrieved material was subjected to Fellstrom's array configuration 74B, but the tests were halted as the matter began to physically elude the equipment. Attempts to constrain the element were made, but under further stress, it became vaporous. The researchers suffered corrosive injuries prior to their deaths. The child victims at Meteor Hill recounted the material enveloping them in a pleasant manner upon making contact, but when discovered, they were blank and screaming. Bodily changes were perceived immediately. Deformities, loss of pigment in the skin and hair, and mental symptoms surfaced in subsequent examinations. Confusion, heightened aggression. The Department of Public Knowledge and Diversions gave statements claiming the incident was caused by debris from poorly made Russian satellites, which the public accepted with no complications. The children were sent to the Bureau's recuperation facility in Blank to receive help away from society. So Meteor Hill. I don't think we've read much about this before. So something happened where this thing became vaporous and corrosive. The victims, from their perspective, said it enveloped them in a pleasant manner. But when other people saw them, they were screaming and probably like burning or like, you know, or whatever. But they didn't know. They didn't realize that until later, I guess. The only other theater starts even later. Oh, boo. That's lame. Is there time to watch it after your appointment? Or can you change your appointment tomorrow? Is that where we are now? We are. It took me over a month to get this one. Okay, so probably not is what you're saying. Ah, okay. Dang, that's a busy doctor. Can't go through there. By the way, oh, we still need to do countermeasures, right? I should do those off stream or something. This guy is like hitting me quite a lot. You can be my friend. Can go there. What's this way? Ooh. Let's go inside that window. Foundation etchings. My exploration of the Foundation have resulted in yet another mystery, a fascinating series of etchings on large stone tablets. The tablets themselves are likely not native to the Foundation, seeing as they're slabs of sedimentary stone, quite different from the cave's categorization-defying rock. Their placement and form are also too intentional to be naturally occurring. But who braved this place to carry them in, and for what purpose? I discovered a 5-point macro entanglement between the tablets, with a pillar at its center. These links seem to extend beyond our level of consciousness, to some astral realm I can't detect. Is Northmore's board somehow tied to all of this? The etchings on these tablets are similarly curious. They differ from the cave paintings in style and technique, so are clearly not of the same origin. Are they the visual narration of some event, or do they indicate intent, a wish, a plan? They only seem to consist of a tree and the pillar, but the sizes of either are inconsistent. What does that signify? I'm missing key pieces of this puzzle, and it's unlikely I'll ever find them. Theodore Ash. Now, okay, It does look like they're... Is that... I mean... Is that something I'm supposed to destroy? It's certainly like, there's certainly something. I can't tell if I'm like... Maybe not. Maybe when we go higher. Yeah, I think that's supposed to be like the... Please land on the door, or the windowsill. Okay. We'll go around that way. Or... Go around this way. Yeah. GG, thank you for the bits, and also, congrats on the getting the NASA emote. I think that's the thing we were seeing. They're still live. I've had dinner, watched an episode of TV. Nice. Yeah, I think they're going for a while. No! Can't get out of here. Wait a minute. Am I going to be able to get back up? I don't think so. Or am I? I don't know. No. Where was that, Hold on. You do finances? Fair. Everyone's being very productive today. These aren't like... Oops. Like, this isn't on. Oh? Oh, yes? I'll tell you the coolest part of the guys who did the coverage of the launch. Oh, yes. Let me know. Yes. Where am I? Is this... I feel like we're going down. They got into it. They got into it after So Amazing at the Kerbal Space Program. They were huge in that scene in the early days of the game. Oh, that's so cool. I've never played. It looks very difficult. Like getting everything right. But it seems really neat for people who, like, are interested in space and engineering and stuff. Okay, so back in here. There's a ladder there, but I don't think that would help me. How would I... throw anything into that. Shouldn't seem to be any holes. I feel like I need to, like, get on top of the elevator somehow. I don't even know how I do that. It was definitely wild to see how playing video games led someone to working alongside NASA. Yeah, that's so cool. That is very neat. I wonder, like, how many NASA people play Kerbal Space Program. Or if that would just be, like, stressful enough. Oh. Can I open this? No. Well, it doesn't matter. How do I get that thing? Does an explosion help? Oh, it does! Lol. I made it harder on myself. I think I just thought, oh, surely if, like, if there's a grate there, Oh. It means that, like, I just can't get to it. Like, nothing I shoot is going to matter. I was very wrong. Oh, hold on. Explosive ammo refund. What does that do? Ammo recovery on taking explosive damage? That's so dumb. I don't like that. Ooh. Ow! Okay, apparently what I just found was explosive. Well, my ammo refund would have been great if I had that equipped. But look, we found a control point. And luckily that heals us. You would have so much ammo right now. I know. It beat me to it. I'm sorry. Okay, what were we doing? C's. Yeah, I did. How was I supposed to know? This is, what is this called? Upper warehouse. Okay. Pew, pew, pew.
Another etching.
Got ya. Uh-oh. There's one of those thingies. There you are. Did I get it? I think I did. I don't like it. Where are you? Oh. You will be my friend. Listen, blah blah blah, hurry, blah blah blah, meet. So this is the second key. Progress, jolly good, but 2 holes lollipops are left to...
Hello? Board, are you there?
Danger, director board broken, deeper, understand? Tool, other, new, forbidden board. Given, former, yours, necessary, go.
Okay, what the hell is going on? Wait, I'm back here?
We get... You should, can, better not be here, director.
Wasn't my idea. Blame the eyeball.
The other tool, weapon, is forbidden. Former, it, adrift, is trying to mislead you.
Former. Yeah, we've had our differences. But it is giving me something you won't.
So the former is helping us? Right now, according to my PS5, I currently have 475 hours on Expedition 33, and this is just my second playthrough. Amazing. I'm glad you enjoyed that game so much. Destroy crystal formations using the surface weapon. Certain crystal formations regrow after destruction. Do not be ignorant, Thick. You are reckless, disobedient. I don't
you
like
deciding
no.
what I can slash and can't cut.
E33, especially, are easily a #1 favorite game of all time. I mean, I don't blame you. It's fantastic. What a great game. You cannot control this. You cannot control your staff. You're mismanaging the Bureau's self-narrative. Step on that thing. Do I even need to? Do I need to kill you? Doesn't look like it. So we're about to have to run ads.
I'm getting pretty tired of being jerked around the astral plane. If you're listening, I want some answers.
This looks different, though. This looks very former. Former, hello, home, alone, long, visitor, happy, tunnel, open, grateful. Welcome, speak. Ooh, Bear, it's the former.
Hi there. It was nice of you to give me something the board wouldn't. What are you getting out of it?
Void, nothing, egress.
So I'm just supposed to believe you're a particularly charitable, whatever you are?
Neither, both, hungry.
Hungry? I mean, yeah, actually, I'd love a sandwich or something. That's not what you meant, was it?
Right, Panini, former, board, abalone.
Are you part of the board? Or used to be?
Once, split, board, blame.
Okay, so you split because the board blamed you for...
Inside, beyond, nail, rescue, house, sun, warning.
Gotta be easier to play charades. Do I need to rescue someone?
No.
I don't know what I expected. Listen, this has been great, but I have to go. Thanks for your help, and, stay out of trouble.
House, listen, nail, leech, burn, go.
What was Former trying to tell me about the board? Should I trust either of them?
Aliens! Now that... Surely I'm not supposed to just jump down, right? That'd be silly of me. But why is that over there? Into the void. I still kind of want to be honest. Because why is that there? Why is there just... I mean, we just saved, so now would be the time to try it. Why does it just lead to nothing? Oh, look! Okay. Oh, look. Over here. I'm just gonna throw that at me. You're just so rude. Where's some of this health? Oh boy. Who? Oh my gosh. You need to die. They're just so very rude. You jumped into their home. I feel like it's a chicken or the egg kind of scenario. Okay, if we go... Hold on. Go this way. Wait a minute. We'll have to pause here to run ads. Let's go this way. This should lead us back to... Yeah, I figured there'd be like some stuff. Oh, but now we can use our other ability to like get some of those items now that we couldn't before. Oh, there's just nothing here. Okay, never mind. Well, let's go back. Where's that warp point? We'll be back here eventually. Also, still need corrupted sample. Okay, let's go to... Where is this the nail? All right, we had to run ads. So let's go ahead and stand up, stretch, grab a snack, grab a drink, etc. Go to the bathroom, whatever you have to do, and let's BRB.
Take this pause to rejuvenate, stand, stretch, hydrate. We will be back in just a few moments.
Welcome back, everybody. Hope you're having a good one. NASA's done sciencing for today. Fair. Well, No more sciencing, everybody. No more sciencing today. If NASA's taking a break, so must you. Gonna play some Minecraft while I watch Control. Excellent. I hope you have a good Minecrafting. The nail is getting taller.
If it isn't my favorite director. Jesse, you're back. So did you find anything noteworthy? The original Bureau expedition down here left so much interesting stuff behind.
Like their ID cards. I picked up a weird one. It's pretty old.
Oh wow, look at that. Yeah, I found a few ID cards myself. Or, more accurately, the Rangers found them for me.
Are you starting a collection?
I'm going for the whole set. I kid, of course. But I suppose they are sort of like baseball cards, except for Bureau stuff from the 60s. Hey, the one you found is different than mine. It looks like it's a higher clearance level.
A rare one, then. Want to keep it, Emily?
Yeah, I absolutely do. But I think you should hang on to it for now. High clearance access might come in handy.
Sounds like you have something in mind.
Guilty. See, I've been going through Dr. Ash's notes, or the ones I can find, anyway. Like Darling, he seemed to enjoy hiding his most relevant research. From what I gather, there is another floor beneath the warehouse with a special lab that requires 5 high-level staff members just to access. Here, take this. It's an old skeleton key. Something else the Rangers found. I give them $5 for every useful trinket they bring me.
I'm gonna assume this key is my ticket to that lower floor. And that super secret lab you mentioned.
Bingo bango, as Dr. Darling used to say. Well, keep your eyes peeled for more ID cards around the warehouse. If Ash's notes are reliable, and I'm sure they are, then 5 is the magic number.
Secret lab. Okay. I ended up making an omelet and pancakes for dinner. Ooh, that sounds nom nom. And took ham steaks out of the freezer for meal prep for the rest of the week. Sounds delish. Hold on.
The Rangers found a section of the containment sector in the caves, but no house shifts occur down here. Strange.
We talked about this stuff.
I should get back out there.
Agreed. The astral bleed won't stop itself.
Okay. Reach Site Gamma and reach the canyon rim. So there's Site Gamma. So now that we have this,
Who should I be listening to? We're going to be A or B? Or neither. Let's just stay the course for now. The Bureau's in danger. We know we need to repair the nail. The astral plane won't break reality on my watch.
wow!
In the astral plane? Oh, this bleed is just getting worse and worse.
Astral collision.
That's the cave sand. Looks like the astral bleed goes both ways.
We're everything. Dear Science. Dear Science, there's a person in my pet There's a person in my pet salamander. He has human eyes. Why doesn't anyone else see him? I think it's like werewolves, but with every animal. We're dogs, we're cats, we're otters, we're butterflies, we're everything. There are people inside and they can't get out. They're stuck in the animal body. It's not all animals, but it can be any animal. My parents don't believe me. Maybe this has happened before. I thought you would know. Sincerely, John Lomain. We're everything.
This in the astral plane? That didn't go so well last time.
Okay. All right. Make money. Use shape and fracture combination with it. Guess. Ooh. Maneki Neko. Maneki Neko statue. Containment procedure unknown. Description: a ceramic beckoning cat figurine, common luck object found in Japanese storefronts. The following is a list of the items observed, altered effects, non-corporeality, affinity for specific human behavior, and minor physical movement, waving its arms. Multiple simultaneous incarnations of this item have been observed. Whether these independent altered items acting uniformly or replicated instances of AI-48 is unknown. How the item originally arrived in the oldest house is unknown. It was first discovered sitting in the director's chair and was immediately contained in a panopticon cell. The next day, an agent noticed 2 additional figurines had appeared. Hours later, all 3 vanished. The item has been sighted throughout the Bureau, appearing while agents perform blank tasks. It is theorized that fulfilling certain unknown criteria will encourage the items to appear. Present location is unknown. Animorphs! I really like the color of the marble. I do too. It does look very cool. I'm in very much agreement with you. I like the when you like fix a key. It's like this perfectly circular. Ah. There's something here, I think. What was that? Is that a level 5? I think it is. Yeah, let's go ahead. Oh, there's a second gold box here. I feel like we need some. A place for a bathroom. True. I feel like we need you. Come with me. Feel like, is this an extra thing? I'm not sure. think we're gonna be able to make it. Oh no. Okay. That should reform in a second, I think. We're gonna leave you there. Well, okay. Can I? From here, can I get you? Maybe I can just yeet it up this way. There's like no way. There's no way we could do that. Oh. I'm like fairly positive we need to take this with us. And I don't think we can climb with this is my issue. Right? Yeah, no climbies. Oh, I almost put it on top of there. Hold on. Maybe that's what I should do. Hold on. If I do this... Come on. Whoa. Whew. Okay. Excellent. What? Oh, that's rude. Fine. How dare they? I worked so hard for that. That is very satisfying. Oh, your arthritis is acting up? That's no fun, bear. Oh yeah, we did lose some frames. I think it's back to normal. I'll keep an eye on it. Oh, nope, it's not. It's bouncing a little bit. We're at 2,633 frames lost. Hasn't gone up. Let's continue. It was just a little hiccup. I'm sorry to hear about your arthritis, though, Baron. Do you use anything to treat your arthritis? Did it? Oh. Oh. 2 hours, 38 minutes, and 1.12 billion damage later. Painted Love has been beaten on New Game Plus with times 20 health bar multiplier. Such a fun boss fight. Oh, that's so fun. I have never seen it. Know nothing about them. That's very cool. I'm glad you're having fun with it. Oops. I missed. I missed again. Sometimes I'm like, can I reach that? It's kind of a neat level that we're just like in the astral plane for so long. What I thought. Oh. He just got knocked down. What level is that? A 6? What? I did not know they went up that high. That's actually... What? Blast radius 108%. Dang. Oh, that's an infinite. Interesting. Okay, well... Is there still... Oh, oh, hello. You made it back. Oh, he's... There he goes. Oh, hello. They're kind of taking their time, going one by one. Not that I mind. What's a couple more frames? Yeah, it's nice that they were waiting their turn. Each of them just taking their time to get beaten up. Okay, so we're supposed to go. Start this way. I love hitting them with like an object that comes from behind them. It makes me so very happy. It's a very fun feeling. Well. I'm like grabbing the flooring. That's not what I want to do. That guy loves to fall. Lol. I didn't even notice. Oh my goodness. Dude. Oh, it was you. Oh no. Oh, okay. Well, that was quite lucky. We go. So close to losing it. I know. I know it would have just appeared back again, but still, I didn't want to draw. do like this marble a lot. It looks so nice. Oops. Hope those rocks aren't important. Astral Mimic. Okay. Green. I don't know if Yuo can see this because I don't know if I'm really here. I see a pen in my hand. I see myself, but it's all wrong. It's the wrong angle. It's the wrong me. And it's all green. Look out for the color green. Everything turns green when it's close. Don't let it get close. Don't let it in. But if you do no matter what, you do not spec to it, please, I need you safe, Peggy. I don't want you to end up here too. I don't know where I've gone. Poor guy. Never trust the color green, I guess. Wait. Oh, it's like when Jet reads my messages, like the autocorrect. That's very funny. See, I can interpret. It's after 10 p.m. here. Much health recovery. Oh, it did get real bad. Oh, you right? You right? Let's see if it catches up. Oh yeah, we're dropping so many frames. Let's see if it... See if it stabilizes. Let's go BRB. We'll see if it fixes after these few minutes. Hopefully it does. Let's pause. BRB.
Take this pause to rejuvenate. Stand, stretch, hydrate. We will be back in just a few moments. Catch you on the flippy flip.
Well, it doesn't look like it's coming back. Seems like it's like not wanting to work. So we will likely stop the stream right here, because in this meantime we're now at 28,000 frames dropped. So no bueno. That's no bueno. Yeah. I tried to I let ads run, tried to wait as long as I could. Doesn't seem like the internet is going to be working. So we'll just stop here. Maybe tomorrow I'll try to start even earlier or something. See, again, to try to see if we can finish this game tomorrow. But if not, that's okay. We can go Wednesday. Try playing No Man's Sky on Thursday, something. I don't know. But anyway, friends, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for hanging out. Bangers and Sash, thank you so much for the raid and the follow. Soupy Bunny for the follow. G for the 3-stream streak. GG for the bits. Yeah, sorry that my internet still isn't working. I'll give it till the end of this week to see if it's fixed. If not, I'll try calling them again and being like, still so bad. But I wanted more. I know. I wish I could stream more. I wanted to play more, but unfortunately. Anyway, for those who are usually at YV's stream, I think he's doing his Pokemon Nuzlocke, which is always fun. Excuse me. So those are always a good time. He's always doing voices and you can name things and stuff. So I might see you guys there tonight, but I believe that is it for us today. I hope you have a great rest of yours, and hopefully we'll get this stuff fixed. But I'll see you guys again next time. Bye-bye.